Hey guys, it's ShotCaller MIA here, and today I'll be bringing you a Season 5 jungle guide where I rank all the junglers from tiers 1 through 5. Starting off with tier 1, which in my opinion, believe are the top 3 junglers in the current meta, are J4, Lee Sin, and Nunu. J4 provides a very beefy front line for your team, as well as providing for good initiation. On the other hand, Lee Sin provides versatility to your team where he can go either damage or tank, and is also very mobile and can make plays. I advise you to go J4 over Lee Sin if you don't have much experience playing Lee Sin, because J4 is much more easier to play. And then I also put Nunu in tier 1 because with the recent jungle changes, it's easy for Nunu to sustain in the jungle as well as secure buffs and dragons for your team. Moving on, tier 2, I put Pantheon, Warwick, Kha'Zix, and Xin Zhao in tier 2. Warwick and Xin Zhao are similar because they both got debuffed with the jungle changes. Warwick cannot now smite a champion and ult for increased damage, and then Xin Zhao also is an all-in champion that can smite champions, but it's much more riskier rather than playing J4 or Lee Sin. Kha'Zix is also an assassin, which has gone down. In the current meta, there's been a rise to tanks, and then Pantheon can see some play in Season 5. I don't expect it to die down at all, because Pantheon's just not as rewarding as J4 or Lee Sin, but Pantheon is easier to play than Lee Sin. Tier 3, I put Rengar, Nocturne, Fiddlesticks, Rammus, and Elise in it. The reason why I put Fiddlesticks and Elise into tier 3 is because AD junglers are seeing much more attention being played in the current meta, and they also fit well with team compositions, and that's why Fiddlesticks and Elise don't mesh really well with the current meta. Rammus also is in tier 3 because he can be useful against some team comps with his speed and his taunt, but other than that he's not that useful. And then Nocturne, he also doesn't prove to be as great of a tank as he used to be. And then Rengar is also an assassin. You really need the tanky players right now in Season 5. And then tier 4, I put Master Yi, Sion, Amumu, Diana, Wukong, Volibear, and Hecarim. These champions can see some success if there are players out there with a lot of experience with these champions. Like for example, Master Yi. Some people can do well with him. He can probably win at the lower levels, but as you get higher and higher, it's much more harder to win with Master Yi. And then Wukong, Volibear, and Hecarim are all the same. They provide some form of CC, but you really need the engage, which isn't as easy to do with those 3 champions. And that Amumu and Diana also are AP junglers, and it's much more harder for AP junglers to thrive in the jungle right now. And then Sion, I put Sion in tier 4 because he can get tanky for your team, but he's also really hard to initiate with his ultimate and also his Q. It's very hard to hit. And then tier 5, I wouldn't really bother playing these champions unless you are very good with them. And those champions are Zac, Udyr, Sejuani, Skarner, Cho'Gath, and Eve. Eve is not tanky at all. She does not survive well in the jungle right now. Cho'Gath, Skarner, Sejuani, and Zac, I put all in tier 5 for one reason. It's because they are very slow in the current meta. You really need a jungler that has decent movement speed, like Lee Sin, how he can W over walls with wards, or J4 he can flag combo, or Nunu he can clear buffs really fast. And then Udyr, I also put Udyr in tier 5 because he doesn't offer much for a team. He can split push, but that's about it. He cannot do well in team fights. And that's about it, guys. This was my Season 5 jungle guide, and I'll see you guys later.